What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Romeo Trading back again for another video. Before we get started, I want to salute to my 59 subscribers. We are growing strong. I appreciate you guys for supporting the channel. If you like today's content, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, turn on notifications. Let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So we got Thinkorswim up right now, looking at some hot EPOs. I decided to do this video just because we got a lot of new stocks out. Some of them I don't have on this list, but I thought these were pretty interesting. Like I say, and to find these stocks, you can easily do like a search for stocks with that don't qualify for like moving average time frames, like 20 period, 50 period. That'll help you find out where your newer stocks are. And like you see, when I got the ATR, the average trading range up, it pretty much say NAN, so you know it's not enough information available, so it was easy for me to find these stocks. The first ticker we're gonna be talking about is ELYS, ELYS Game Technology Corp. Right off the bat, it's already doing over 1 million shares. I'm not sure what the average volume is, but let's see here. It's pretty much doing some good volume on a regular basis, so that's good. You definitely don't want to be in a stock where you know the volume's low, the spread's really wide. So this one looks pretty solid. And like I say, got 1 million volume, so that's pretty good. Starting with the monthly looks good already. Already had a bullish month. It actually held on to a lot of its gains and continued to push up toward the end of the year, which is also good. Drilling down to the weekly. Like I said, we had a nice run up here, big volume here. So that could be considered a trend change or a lot of just profit taking. So we did get a nice pullback within this bar. And then we have a nice sell set up here. Now, what we're thinking is that, you know, we're not going to stop going up just yet. Hopefully we continue to put in a new high or retest this $8 area. So I'm really liking this over the 636 area, so we're just gonna say 640. So I'm gonna create an alert and put an alert there over the 640 area, and you guys can see that on there. Like I said, it looks really good over the weekly. Like I said, we took out this resting week here over 160. You know, we wasn't able to get in that early, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys did, so good luck to you if you got in this early over this area here. And then we had we had another resting bar here over basically the 350 area, pretty much which the bulls took out this resting week as well. Like I say, the volume is a concern. We can pull back, but like I say, we're gonna hope for another push up here. So we're gonna get in right over this this resting week here. Like I said, with that high in the 640 area. Drilling down to the daily, still looks good. We're over the 20 period average on the daily. Like I say, nice uptrend going, forming. We put in a new low. It looked like we kind of retested this $5 area here on this day, and then kind of consolidated out here, and then put in a green there to push up to close the week last week. So drilling down, like I said, I think we're gonna get back over this 640 area high. You see the high of this last green day was 630. So over 630 is a good start to get us over there, and then like I say, we'll ultimately be alerted once it hit the 640 area. Like I say, nice volume spike here. 3 days up with a gap up on the last day. Pretty much took some profits here, came back, rested, so maybe we get another run up. We're still over the 20 period, so that's good. Let me drill down to the 60 minute just to see how it looks. Okay, looks pretty beautiful. We pretty much had a nice run up here. We spiked all the way up to $9 pre-market on this day. Pretty much came back, rested, dropped up under the 20 period and the 50 period, put in a little rest, and then on that green day on Friday, we put in a nice green day, got back over those moving averages. So definitely over this 625 to 630 area is interesting as well. We may take an intraday position on it as well, and then add more once it hit the 640. So we could add a little here at 625 and then a little bit more in the 640 area once it pretty much clears last week's high. So yeah, that's that idea on ELYS. Like I said, it's a pretty nice idea. Nice strength, definitely some commitment here. Like I said, we got 2 months that are already green starting out, which you don't see on a lot of EPOs. But on this one, we do got that like I say, that experience. So congratulations to the bulls that's already in this thing. Definitely a nice move up on the weekly. Monthly looks good. We're gonna see how far we can move on this one. Next idea is IKT. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name. But this stock here isn't really hot in the direction that we want to go in. It's kind of red hot, as in buyers haven't stepped up. So if you are in this trade, hopefully you didn't get in up here in the $11 area, as this stock still seems to be looking for support. So it still seems to be kind of downtrending to find that support area. We did put in a nice wide range red month here, basically from 12 all the way down to 7. So roughly a $5, $6 range on that. Little over $5, like $5.40 actually. So yeah, nice range on that. So we definitely don't want to buy into that. With the tomorrow starting a new month, we'll have more opportunities to find a good entry. Even as the weekly high of last week was at least $10. So that's still kind of wide as far as the weeks go. We got a $3.46 range on last week, and that's not that's really not a good R&R. For traders or whatnot. Ooh, excuse me. If you're invested in this thing, up here in 11, hopefully you got an exit strategy or a trading plan. Even though you're long term, you still should have a plan. Like I said, this just haven't really presented itself. Just haven't presented any buying opportunities yet, but it's something we definitely gonna keep our eye on. Let me drill down to the 60. 60 still kind of trending down as well. We're below the 20 and the 50 period. So like I say, bulls haven't stepped up yet. You can kind of trail this down. Let me change it back to the daily. Let me see here. High was 1180. High was 1120. High was 988. High was 9.3. High was 816. I was 720. So, we definitely been putting in higher, lower highs, lower lows as well. I definitely wouldn't consider, if you want to get in really aggressive, you can get in over this high at 720. Take a small position just to see what it does. And that's using a stop limit order. So it doesn't trigger unless you hit the 720 area. So I would just kind of be trailing it down. Even though it's still super aggressive because the bulls haven't stepped up at all. Ain't no telling how far we could drop. But like I said, if you want to take in a small position in the 720 area with a stop limit order, that would be a nice idea to start out with. And just pretty much see how it does. If it decides to take out these sellers here and actually put in a new high, you have an opportunity to get some gains out of that as well. On a long-term perspective, we definitely need to get over this weekly pivot high of 10. So hopefully next week we get a better buying opportunity for next week, and then we can pretty much go from there on this one. But that's it for IKT. Next idea is OCG, Oriental Culture Holdings. So this is basically just a holding company. Had a nice run up to $25. So we had some interesting volume here. Let me see, the volume on IKT and OCG is only 600,000 shares. So, the interest is kind of low right now. But you never know with these type of stocks, whenever volume shows up, you can definitely expect some big moves. I'm not exactly sure what the float is on this stock. Let me see. Hold on, bear with me. Let's see if I can find the float on this stock. This is OCG. So we got 20 million in float on that one. ELYS only has 16 million. But it's been trading pretty good. So like I say, the float isn't super low, like it's right at, like right at the borderline. So yeah, so we do got some good float there. But yeah, just definitely be careful on this one. Let me see if I can make the daily a little bit bigger. Trading range been kind of narrow, kind of, just kind of descending a little bit. We did put in a low at 460 here. Haven't quite got there yet. Just not enough data to really buy into yet. It's just something really to keep your eye on, because we don't know how low this thing is gonna go. Had a nice shake up here. Hopefully you didn't buy in up here. But yeah, just waiting on the entry here. The week before last high was 655, and then last week's high was 560. So anything over 560 would be an interesting idea. So I'm gonna put in an alert there at 560, just in case we decide to break that high. That would be my area to kind of look into. Drilling down to the 60-minute. See here, we had a little after hour movement here. Almost what, about 50,000 shares. The $5 area is a big area for penny stocks and stuff like that. So I think we're gonna have a little bit of contestment under this $5 area. We did break below, and it did try to break over this $5, but got rejected here. So we're gonna see if it makes another attempt to get back over this $5 area. So keeping an eye on it. Like I say, last week high was at the 560 area, so that's the area we're looking in to get in on this one. Yep, that is OCG. Let's see here. Let me go back to IKT. Oh, I gotta put my high is 988. So we're gonna put one at just we're gonna put one at 990. Just to get that alert in there, just in case something happens. And if it runs up, $3 and taxes at 990, and we get that alert, we definitely gonna be looking for an entry. If with it running $3, we don't necessarily want to get in right there. We would probably drill down to a lower time frame to find a better entry. Because if it runs $3, then it may need some rest, or it may be a better entry that we can possibly get to where we're not just giving away money at that point. But as far as OCG, that's it for that one. Like I say, pretty red, pretty hot, pretty hot as far as it being red, because virus hasn't showed up yet on that one. Next idea is ONDS. Now this one is hot in a good way. It is going up. Only 100,000, a little over 100,000 shares traded. Friday we're at 185 K. But we do have a nice uptrend going on with some rest. Let me see here. The monthly looks good. So this is the first month on it. Green, we had a resting week here, broke out of this red resting week, put in new highs, put in higher lows. So it's no real entry here on the weekly. The only entry would be this daily entry over $10 to take out this resting bar here. So we can set an alert over 10. It hit 9.99 exactly. We're just gonna put it at 10. Then once we get over 10, we definitely wanted to put in a higher high for the month. Since it already rested, we kind of wanted to just go ahead and take off from here. So definitely looking to get in, adding more over this 1075 area as well, because we definitely want to put in a higher high. So maybe we get into the 11s this month and see where it goes from there. Like I say, the daily looks good. We got a higher high, higher high, higher high here. Nice little resting bar. Let me see. Okay. So yeah, like I say, I like that it had a resting day here, last day of the week, last day of the month. So getting in over that bar would be a nice little entry for me and my trading plan. So hopefully we continue to put in new highs. We don't have any moving averages yet, but based on how we're looking, I'm pretty sure we're going to be above the moving average, because we are uptrending, we are green on the month. So yeah, if you got in down here, you're definitely in the money. So if you want to add, a little bit more over this over this $10 area, you know, that'll be a good area to add in. We are up 3 weeks in a row, so I'm not sure if we're going to get another resting week or when, you know, when we're going to get another resting week. So kind of just keep an eye on that. So even over the $10 area, it may still decide that it want to rest a little bit. So just kind of be cautious of that going into the next couple of weeks. Just keep that in mind. But that's it for ONDS ONDS holding. Next idea is ORLA. Make sure I'm still recording. Yeah, so we're just 15 minutes in, so we're good. ORLA, we kind of dojied out on the month. Let me see, we had $1.55 range, but it isn't bad. You know, it's kind of, you know, just trying to find that, you know, I guess it's just trying to figure out what it's going to do. This is a mining company, Orla Mining Ltd, new company. We're going to see what it's trying to do. Put in a nice red week starting out, then put in and then kind of went bullish on us. So we did break the previous week's high. That high was roughly the 575 area. Let me see here. The high, this one was 604. So we did put in a high right up here. So like I say, we got a green week and then a red resting day. So getting in over this 595 area would be a good idea. I'm gonna put an alert right there. So like I say, if we pretty much go up there and tag that, that would be a good idea to actually add if you're not in this thing already. And like I say, getting over that 605 area would basically trigger that week, and hopefully we put in a new high from there to keep that idea going. And also, we'll also break the high for the month as well. Oh, excuse me. So if you're looking at to get in at the high of the month, let's just say 605 by 640, so you'll be looking at roughly a 65-cent stop. So, you know, if you do the calculations, you'll be able to find your R&R on that. And that'll actually give you a trading, actual buyable trade there. You, like I say, you just have that 65-cent range for your and like I said, that's not bad. 65 cents not bad. That'll put you at probably 100 and depends on how much money you're risking. So once you figure out how much you're risking, then you know you just divide that into the range and whatnot and what have you. If you need help calculating your risk to reward and your entry and your stop, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll make sure I actually get you the actual numbers, the actual entry, the actual amount of shares for however much money you're risking. And I can, like I said, I can answer that in the comments below. But like I say, this 595 area looks good on the daily, and then over this 605 area looks good on the weekly and on the monthly, since this one's only a month old. So yeah, that's definitely that idea on that one. ORLA. Put in a higher high, came back, put in a nice doji. I can't really tell what the volume is. It looks like we really haven't gotten over 100,000 too much. So volume's definitely been pretty low. So getting filled exactly at a certain price point may be a little difficult with the volume being low. So if it gets close, let's just say, let me see, this bar here open at 577. We can put a stop limit order with it with the highest amount we'll want to pay is 595, but it'll actually trigger us at, let's say, 580. So that'll give you roughly 15 cents for us to get filled. You know, just to give it a little bit more room with the volume being so low, because if the volume picks up, this thing can move a lot faster. So with the volume being low, like I say, if it triggers this area here, the order will go ahead and activate, and we'll go ahead and get in. But it has to come up at least this far, at least clips in that open, and like I say, coming toward our open, we can go ahead and get in once it shows us that it wants to make a move higher. If it doesn't get there, if it doesn't get to the 580 area, you know, if we put our stop there for our entry, then we will never get in. If it comes up to 560 and pulls all the way back, then, you know, the order would never be triggered. But if it actually goes up, tags that 580 area, tries to push higher, our order will get filled. Well, hopefully it doesn't move too fast. Like I said, just 100,000 shares, you know, so, you know, if it moves too fast, we may or may not get filled. So like I said, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can do it that way as well. Drilling down to the 60-minute. we are still uptrending. We are above the 20 period, so that's good. Nice little shakeout here in this area. So yeah, this is definitely a nice area to get in at. Definitely gonna be keeping an eye on this. Like I say, low volume, so don't expect any, you know, huge movements right now. If any of you guys are familiar with WIMI, it kind of had a nice little setup like this, but like once you see them big orders start coming in on the level 2, you'll know when it's ready to run. So yeah, that's that idea on ORLA. Next one is PPBT. All right, now this is another one that's kind of red hot in a bad way. Kind of just been trending down. I guess trying to find support. Looks like we kind of got a little support in this 380 area. We got three bottom and tails here on the week. Like I say, we closed the month over this 380 area. So, you know, hopefully we get a nice bounce in this area as well. Like I said, we closed the month red. We had a 50-cent range on this one, so that's not bad. You got some good R&R starting out with this one. Purple Biotech is the name of the company. So I'm gonna definitely put an order in at this 410 area, which is basically the high of last week. Like I said, once bulls step up, we wanted to pretty much take out, you know, a pivot. And like I say, last week's high is a good pivot to start out with. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive, we got a pivot high of $4 exactly. We can put an alert there as well, so we'll know if it hits that area. See if we can find us a pattern in that. Like I said, we're starting a new month, so like I say, if the month starts off bullish, we definitely can go ahead and jump on the train. But we just haven't really had that confirmation yet on the higher time frames, on the monthly and on the weekly. So we definitely got, like I say, if the month's red, we got to let that month rest on out. If the weekly's red, I like to let the weekly rest on out, and then like I say, a fresh week, you know, we may get some bullish action and we can jump in then. Even with this entry over 4, if you do decide to put an order in, it's a 20-cent stop here. You can do 4 by 380. That's a 20-cent stop. So if we open here, hopefully we run straight up, hit 4, put in a new high, maybe start a new trend. So that's the idea on that one. Let me drill down to the 60-minute, see what I see. Still under the moving averages. Look like we tried to break out here, but it kind of was rejected here. They tried to do it in the pre-market, didn't really work out too well. It was pretty light volume, only 5,000 shares, which this one only did 600K. So the volume still light for this little breakout here. Only, like I say, 5,000 shares. 5, 10, 15, another 10. So yeah, a lot of rejection here. Nice, like I say, nice sale set up here, nice doji. So yeah, after that, you know, buyers really wasn't that committed. So like I said, it ended up failing. But we are riding it again here, so we can get over this 390 area. We might have a bullish push. And like I said, we'll be looking at these areas here to maybe start a position on this one. But that's it for PPBT. Move on to the next one, SIOX. Start with the daily here, monthly. Okay, so the monthly looks good. We did put in 2 green months. We got a nice little top and tail on this month, some big volume. Looked like it had a nice run here. I had this one in my swing trade newsletter. If you guys aren't familiar, go to the channel, subscribe, check out my swing trade newsletter. I have a lot of ideas in there as well. I had an order to get in at $3. It never triggered that week. As you see, it kind of dojied out. I'm gonna put another alert in there for that one. Like I said, once we crack that $3 area, I may actually put an order in there. Like I said, we got 2 resting weeks here. Just in case it decides we want to make another attempt to run over $3, I want to actually be a part of that run. We're looking at roughly a 20 to 25 cent stop. You can put your stop at, if you do decide to get in at 3, you can put your stop maybe at 275 or 280. That'll give you either a 20 cent or a 25 cent stop on that. Oh, excuse me. And you know, we basically wanted to do pretty much how this week did. We wanted to kind of take out this high and make a nice run. So like I said, we had 2 weeks to rest. So, you know, if we, like I say, we take out both of these highs, hopefully we get a nice run, nice uptrend going that actually sticks. Like I said, this one was rejected. Hopefully we get one that actually sticks. We're still above the 20-period average on the lower time frame on the daily. So that's good as well. We still have an opportunity to run higher. Drilling down to the 60-minute. We are riding the time frames. Nothing too major about this yet. Like I say, we definitely want to make a run for the borders on this one. Gonna get that run to 3. Nice volume on this pullback though, so 400K here, so probably a lot of selling down here, but we're gonna see what it does Monday. Nice run here. So it ran all the way up to 480 in the pre-market, opened up in this 515 area. So yeah, definitely could have took profits in that. The daily, but yeah, that's that idea on SIOX, SIO Gene Therapies Inc. I may go ahead and put an order in just in case it does break 3, and keep an eye on the level 2 to see if we get any intraday movement or orders in there that we like to look at. But that's it on SIOX. Last idea is VIRI, VIRI, Various Therapeutics LLC. I actually talk about this one frequently in my swing trade newsletter. Had a viewer to hit me up about this idea, so I wanted to talk about it and to just put some education out there about some of the ideas and the entries I would take. And, you always do your own homework, always do your own get your own education. And if you want to follow my strategies, that's fine. Just always have your own plan to kind of line up and kind of pick and choose what you want to do out of that based on that. But like I say, the weekly is still red on this one. We have been putting in lower highs, lower lows, so the trend is down. I got an alert in this 925 area that'll put me at the high of last week. We definitely want bulls to take out all this area here, eat up them shares. So we're gonna see how next week starts. Let me see here. New month, new week. Look at the daily. Like I say, the first entry we had was in this 975 area. We did get triggered in, took some profits here. We pretty much could have got $1 out of it. We didn't get exactly $1, but it did run $1 over our entry, so we went on ahead and took profits out of that, and it kind of sold off big time. So yeah, we definitely got in and got back out, got a little intraday profits out of that one, then continued to pull back. I posted another notification over this 845 area. We did put in a nice little red little doji here over 845, but it never triggered. It only went to 831. So this right here never triggered. So nothing ever happened here, and we continue to put in lower highs as well. High this one. So I still would like it. If you want to be a more aggressive, you still can put an order here in this 845 to 850 area. Just in case it does decide it want to break back up. Like I say, you'll be taking out 2 red pivots to get there, so that's good. That's nice bullish pressure. But the only thing is about if it actually sticks. That's why I got my order at 925. And like I say, if you wanna kind of piece in some orders, you can get a little bit here if it gets up to this area. But definitely patience is the name of the game on some of these. Like I say, hopefully you didn't get trapped in none of this right here. That first day, of course, the first day is always something spectacular, but then you see the next day it kind of gapped down and kind of been pulling back ever since. So definitely, before you start trading, definitely have a game plan on what type of positions you want, because like I said, it never put in a new high up to here. That will always be my interest to get in above a previous high, even a daily high or a weekly high. But yep, that's it on VIRI. Like I said, I got my alert here at 925. And then we'll see what next week's bring to see if we actually get a better entry. Oh, let me drill down to the 60. Nice little push up here. Only 400 shares, 480 shares on this little green bar. But like I say, if we get over this 50 period and break out of it, come back, retest it, hopefully we can start trending up. This will be a nice area to start. You are keeping up with the lower time frames if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. But like I said, we definitely got to get over these moving averages. Maybe break up to 9, come back to maybe 850, retest this area, then decide to push up higher. Then I may, like I say, you can keep an eye out for whatever that high is, but let the high form first. Don't If you want to be aggressive, if you want to just trade, if you want to trade it off momentum, you can. But if you're looking for a long-term approach, definitely let it run up and then wait for it to put in some rest. Then after the rest, you want to, put your order in over that high to see if it actually trends upwards. But yeah, that's my idea on that one. But that's it. I hope this information was helpful. These are my super hot IPOs. I hope you guys find this information useful. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe, like, comment. This is your boy Romeo Trading. You guys have a good one.